A lot of you struggle to drop high kill games because you make bad decisions consistently, especially when it comes to when to play fast versus when to play slow. So today, we're going to be breaking down a recent high kill solo trio win that I had, really focusing on why do I make the decisions that I do as a 4 KD player. Now, starting off here immediately, this is one of the easiest decisions that you will have during any game, your drop spot. Land in the same spot every single game and get to know that area. It's going to make winning your early game much easier and allow us to get momentum headed into our mid game. Now, right here, as soon as I get a gun, if it's a good gun like the Ram 7, I'm looking to the sky trying to get somebody. If it's not, then I'm just going to go ahead and keep moving. Now, right here, I see this guy flying in. We're challenging this immediately. I don't care about any other crates or anything else. I've got 2 plates in a Ram 7. He's got 2 plates in a pistol. We're going to put the pressure on. Now, in this moment, one of 2 things is going to happen. Either he's going to be on the rooftop or he's going to drop down below here. Either way, I'm going to challenge. I get the kill pretty easily right here, and we're going to see his teammate kind of flying into these buildings across from us, which, notice how much fighting is at those buildings across from us. I want you to remember that because that's going to help us make a decision about where to rotate to. This next decision right here, another easy one, guys. We are going to nitpick this game when it comes to my decision making. Some of them are big decisions, some of them are not. This one's not. I'm playing a little bit slower. I'm getting my loadout down, just looting up around here. Of course, taking advantage of the fact that for me in solo trios, loadout is cheaper, and we're just going to push this thing forward. Look at the fighting still over here, right? Let's go ahead and push this forward a little bit more. We're going to just get enough here for our loadout. Not quite enough for a portable radar, but hey, I remember the information about the people across, so that's where we're going to go. Now, I throw it on the rooftop. You can throw it straight down on buy station, but here's why to throw it on the rooftop. Number one, allows me to get a little bit of info. So right here in this moment, when I jump up, I can see a little bit more, right? Now, on top of that, if I do get a piece of information, this allows me to kind of fly across and get a little bit further, act on that a little bit quicker. In this case, we've got one straight ahead. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get the down right here. I'm going to turn off my camera right about now. We're going to tag that guy. And right here, you see me looking at minimap. What do I notice on minimap right here? I notice one guy down below and one guy down below here, but they're split. So we're going to go ahead and take our 1v1 fights. When we talk about playing fast versus playing slow, if it's multiple enemies, we slow down, we play our positioning. If it's just one, we're going to put the pressure on and we got to trust ourselves to win that 1v1 fight. Now, on my level here, but I'm expecting him to push this window, right? I'm expecting his teammate to be like, hey, I just died in this stairwell. Can you push over here and see what you can find? Okay, so I'm going to expect him to be in this window. Now, when I don't see him in the window, my next thought is let's get on the same level as him, right? Let's see if we can make this a little bit more of an even fight, one flying in. Where's he going to go? He's going to drop down below. I'm not going to chase him. I'm just going to think ahead here. He doesn't have a gun. He doesn't have plates. This is a pretty easy kill. Teammates are over at university. What do we do from here? Again, guys, everything's about decision making. Remember the guy that we were talking about before, the guy that was on my level, the 3rd teammate? Let's go find out where he is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and push up here, try to figure out where this guy is. When that happens, well, then we get his teammates flying back in. There's a down right there. Now, I can't push over here. When to play fast versus when to play slow. That's 2 enemies over there, plus the one that is down, right? Because we saw the 3rd teammate flying in as well. So I'm going to push over this way. I've got to find a way to get a little bit better of an advantage here before pushing. When I see that guy right there, I'm going to go ahead and think ahead, right? Where could these guys possibly be going, right? There's probably not guns on the rooftop or enough for both of them. So where are they naturally going to go? They're probably going to go down below to the stairwell. What would you do in this situation, right? You would push down below. Well, I'm going to think ahead here, and what do you know? It's both guys that flew in, both looking for guns down here. Pretty easy kills right there, and just like that, we are up to 6. One guy still above me, kind of in the stairwell a little bit. We're going to go ahead and push over here. We're going to go ahead and leave him. We're going to think about playing an adjacent rooftop. Now, in this adjacent rooftop, because I don't want to just head on take that 1v1, also was thinking about leaving that team alive a little bit in solo trios here, see if I can get more kills and let them fly back in. That team wasn't a sweaty team, so we're going to go ahead and let them fly back in. Give ourselves more kill opportunity. Now, right here, I just hear people. I just hear some footsteps over to my right side, not 100% sure where these guys are, and when I end up getting to the rooftop, the one thing I'm always thinking about is what are the angles you get shot from? Now, in this moment, this is where a lot of you get third-partied. So I have the guy that I know is to my right side, that I'm pretty confident is. I am unsure about if there's a team kind of by this contract in this room to my left. What I don't want to do is just push out here and get caught getting shot in the side by the team that I think is to my left. So we're just going to play a little bit more patient. We're going to maybe let them get a little bit over-aggressive, try to see what we can find here, and then I say, hey, instead of me pushing here, let's go ahead and back off this. My goal when I think about positioning a lot of times is trying to keep, and I want you to remember this, because even though this takes a little bit longer, I'm trying to keep everything in front of us. Now, I want to explain this because what I didn't think about in the moment is the fact that this skin was technically the same one that I saw. This is the third teammate. I thought this was the other team. So what I'm going to end up doing it here is keep in mind what I just said. And by the way, if you're not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed down below. My whole goal is just to help you improve as a player. That is why I do these really in-depth breakdown videos. Get more kills, die a little less, pick up more wins. Let's go ahead. Why do I push all the way over here? I could have 100% taken this zip right here. I could have taken the close zip, right? And I think a lot of you guys maybe do, right? Why do I not take this close zip? If I'm on this building right here and I get it down, it is very difficult for me to jump over. I might hit that. I might not hit that. So instead, I am going to push this way. I'm going to take the zip over the stairwells. I generally like to do that because they're a little bit quicker. But on top of that, I keep everything in front of me. Again, going back to what I said about positioning, keeping everything in front of me, trying to limit the angles that I can get shot from. And what you're going to see here is I catch this guy in the corner. We play a little bit more patient. Now, I want you to remember this enemy over here, okay? Left side. I did not see him in this moment, okay? So I'm sitting here going, perfect. We're going to get it down. We're going to get a thirst here. We're going to be in a great spot. Now, I'm trying to play this cheeky little spot here, see if I can hide a little bit, maybe jump right back up and re-engage at some point. I end up falling down. Try to get up, and I fall. Unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and re-engage this, okay? So we're going to go ahead and push from down below here. See if we might be able to get it down and thirst from below. Being really patient. Notice the one common theme here is the smart decision and not playing over-aggressive, right? Not overexposing myself. Once again, we just open the door. We have plenty of cover in here. Let's go ahead and play patient. Now, I hear one to my left side, okay? I hear one that's stomping around and moving just a little bit behind this door, which is why I'm playing slow, trying to bait him just a little bit. There's enemy number 2. Okay, there is enemy number 1 cooking the frag grenade. Not the same skin. Make sure you're paying attention to those. So we just push down here. Let's go ahead and re-engage. Let's go ahead and re-engage. I'm just waiting. I'm trying to get them to over-peak just a little bit. This is a pretty dumb decision. I should probably just run away here, but we're able to get the down. Not quite able to get the thirst. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to push back in here after we reload. Right back up. Pressure is on them to revive, remember? So as I push up here, we've got a riot shield. Now, what I missed in this moment, I'm going to be totally honest with you, is the fact that technically speaking, if you were to really hyper analyze this, these camos are not the same. So when I go to re-engage this, notice the first one had an orange thing on it. This one doesn't, which means it's 2 riot shield guys. Now, I decide to go one last attempt at this. One last attempt to try to get it. And the moment I see the riot shield with the guy behind it, this is a very coordinated squad that knows exactly what they're doing with riot shields. So not only do I disengage, I just leave them. Like, guys, I'm not taking this dumb fight. This is not a good fight for me to take. So what are we going to do? We're going to push over this way. We're going to kind of rotate towards buy station. I have no information. So next step here is to buy portable radar. And then I end up getting some pings to my left side. Pings mean people fighting, guys. This is obvious, but let me just, when I see those weapon pings and hear people shooting, they're shooting at somebody that's got to be close. What you're going to see here, portable radar down right out front here, and we have 2 teams. One guy right around the corner here. Now, I'm going to pause this right about here. I want you to look right around this corner here. Don't focus on me shooting this guy. I'm going to down him. I want you to focus right on this corner here. You're going to see an enemy. You see that guy just for a half second there. I'm going to challenge it immediately. Challenge around the corner. I'm going to go ahead. He's stuck in this corner, so we're just going to keep shooting. Down. Thirsted right there. There's me looking at the mini-map, at which point I catch that there's another team here. Confirm that there's another team on my level. So we're going to go ahead and work our way over this way. So far, just acting on information really well. playing a little bit of positioning. What do you notice? When we're fighting outnumbered, we play positioning. When we have our one-on-one fights, we can play a little bit more aggressive and take that head on. But so far, we've been playing on some rooftops. There's enemy number 1. I see enemy number 2. Now I realize that I'm in a little bit of a tough spot here. And then on top of this, I am going to get high alerted from a guy flying in here in a second, but we're just going to keep enemy flying in, right? So keep that in mind. We're going to look up for a second. There's that riot shield team. So I'm still worried about them third partying. A lot of you guys struggle with getting third partied, right? Why do you struggle with getting third partied? You forget about that team over there. You forget about the fact that there's going to be people in market in a little bit. Those are the little things. Down, can't quite get that. And right here is where I get high alerted. So nervous about getting high alerted. We're trusting high alert. I don't know where from just yet. And by the way, in this moment, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. Like I said, we're hyper analyzing decisions here. In this moment, when I peek this, I did not see this enemy right here. I did not see him. Okay, so I'm just trusting high alert here. As we get across, high alert, got to get to cover, got to get to cover, got to get to cover. Watch this. This is one that a lot of you don't make here. Okay, so what do we do in this moment? I've got one straight ahead of me. And now I'm getting high alerted. This is one of the best examples that I can ever give you of trust your high alert. And if you are subscribed, guys, I talk about this all the time. Watch me. I'm just going to drop, right? I just broke the line of sight. He can't see me because my high alert's not going off. So we're good. We're okay here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to wait for this guy. There's the down. Down gives me the information. We're going to go ahead. One enemy down below me. There's the one-on-one fight that I can take immediately. We use a little bit of movement. And what do we think about here? I'm thinking about this guy in market. Still worried about this guy in market. Not worried about looting. And a lot of you loot there. But for what? I've got 18 plates. Okay. Boom. Full plated. I've got 150 reserve ammo on the SMG. Let's go ahead and break that line of sight. We're going to work our way around this way. We've got 210 AR. What do I need? What do I need? Why am I sitting there looting, focusing on everything? Do I need a gas mask? No, it's second circle. I'll get one a little bit later on. We're going to go ahead and rock here. We have 10 kills, still 16 other teams alive. Now, where do we go from here? Not 100% sure. Right here, I hear some people above me. What's my thought process? Well, procs mine on the buy. Or procs mine out front. A little bit unfortunate, but let's talk through this. Which way do you go? I want you to think about that. How do you challenge this? There's a team in the building. You don't know how many. Okay? I'm going to clear the rooftop. Why do I clear the rooftop first? If I clear the rooftop and there's nobody up here, means they're all on the third floor, and I can start to act based on that. I process of elimination. They weren't on the first floor. They're not on the rooftop. That means they're on that middle floor, and I can challenge. Well, as I push up here, there are two. Break one, break number two. Let's go ahead and keep the pressure on. Now, I do kind of over challenge for this thirst a little bit here. I need to get this. I have plenty of cover here. I need to get this thirst. Sure enough, full team. There's one enemy down below me in this corner. There's one enemy right below here. So what do? We're going to challenge this, but we're going to play positioning. Now, understand, positioning doesn't always have to be with an AR on a rooftop, right? What about this? What if I play positioning with my swarm? This right here, this angle right here is positioning. I'm playing with cover. I'm playing with escapability if I need to. And I'm going to go ahead and easily get that kill with the swarm. Now, we don't immediately thirst that. We go ahead and we challenge around the corner here. I don't know where this guy is. So we get the thirst. We're going to go ahead. I once again make an executive decision here to farm this team. I'm going to leave that guy alive, let his teammates fly back in, gives us more kill potential. It's a risky play for my advanced players to get more kills. Now, what do I notice? In this moment, there were people shooting out kind of over to my right side, right? We hear the shooting. We see it on the minimap right here. You see me look at the minimap right here. So I not only see this guy, I see this one as well. So we're going to go ahead and play based on that. I'm immediately going to work my way out here. Quick reload of the MTZ. Here one down below. We get the down. We get the thirst. And unfortunately, I die, guys. Dying's okay. It's going to happen. I promise you, we are going to drop an absolute bomb in this second half, including an epic clutch. This is one of the best clutches that I've ever had strategically. So, what is this decision right here? Strategically a good decision, and execution-wise, pretty poor. I'm going on buy station. Strategically, I have enough cash for a gun, so I'm going to go ahead and buy one. Execution-wise, I was over-aggressive here. I didn't really look to see if anybody else was around, which was a mistake. It doesn't cost me here, but it could have absolutely cost me a great game in another one. We buy the swarm. Why do I buy the swarm? I'm just going to be looting up here for a second. So why do I buy the swarm? I've been feeling really good with it lately. I feel like I'm going to be fighting a little bit in close quarters here and want that versatility of being able to kind of finesse a little bit and have confidence to win my 1v1s in close quarters, which is why I go with it. Could you absolutely go with your primary, which for me would have been the MTZ 762? Yeah, you absolutely can. Let's go ahead and push this forward here. I end up getting hit with a prox mine right there. And we're just going to keep looting here, guys. This is my slowdown situation. Let's slow down. I'm at 12 kills here. I know that I'm on 30 pace here. I'm on really good pace. The lobby's still very healthy. I know that in this moment, with all of this fighting back behind me, and keep in mind, there were multiple teams over in market that rotated over to these buildings right here. So I know there's multiple teams. If I can get my AR, I'm in a great spot to kind of hold all of those people and get pretty easy kills. So right here, we've got enough. Let's go ahead and buy it. Not enough for, actually, I do have enough for a perk package because of the fire sale. So just a quick decision, guys. Again, if you are subscribed, I've talked about this before. I think Legionnaire perk package is the best. When I look at my perks, guys, my 3 must-have perks are most important for me. Number 1 is double time. I think double time really makes your movement more fluid, gives you more outplay potential. So from there, the options are the Deputy perk package and the Legionnaire. Legionnaire gives a sleight of hand to reload quicker, and the Flex perk, which basically it reduces combat noise, which increases footstep audio. So you're going to hear footsteps pretty well here. So that's why I go with that one. Now, in this moment, let me explain my decision. You hear that beeping? That I don't know what perk that is, but that beeping tells me that there is a field upgrade down. And it could be an armor box, could be a muni box. I thought it was a portable radar. So when I'm making my decisions here, I'm assuming that they have a portable radar down and they know where I am. 14 teams left, guys, still 12 kills. We're still in a great position here. So you're going to see me kind of push up top, playing a little bit more cautious, kind of thinking that they know that I'm over here. I'm going to go ahead and break through the door, and I want to talk about this next decision. This is one of my favorite decisions. Right here, we get the down. Now, I know that I'm assuming multiple enemies. Offensively using smokes. We know how to use smokes defensively, right? Rotating, which we're going to do in a little bit here with some smoke grenades, you know, use it to get cover to plate up. But offensively, this smoke, if I push out in the open here, I get caught in a little bit of a tough spot. I can get shot from both of his teammates. And again, I'm assuming it's a full team here. So the smoke gives me cover to then get the thirst. And by the way, even if they know that I'm in the smoke, they don't get aim assist. It's really hard for them to actually kill me, at which point the thirst gives me the information that there's 2 enemies down below me, at which point I act on that, and I hear glass break down below me. So now that I hear glass break, we're going to go ahead, we push in, really good shots with the swarm, we get the down, we get the thirst. Information is 1, and I want to really outline this. Remember that he's in the corner of the building by the buy station that is closest to the water, okay? Specifically that, by the buy station closest to the water. So we're going to go ahead and push up. Where's the first spot that we clear? Well, technically speaking, buy station closest to the water is in this back corner, okay? Which is why I center in there. That's why I anticipate there. He's not in there. Where is buy station closest to the water? Well, buy station closest to the water is also technically like right in this corner here, okay? So you're seeing how I just go through process of elimination, and I say he's not on the 2nd floor, he's not on the 3rd floor. Okay, now I'm assuming he has rotated up to the rooftop. I hear some audio. There he is right there, and we're able to easily get that kill for number 15. As you see here, you're going to hear this deployable cover right here is what is causing that beeping sound. That is, I don't know if it's my perk 3 or if it's that flex perk. I think it's perk 3, but I have no idea. Now, what do we do from here? We've got a car to my left side, and you really see, guys, information. That I've been acting on information throughout the entire game of some sort. Right? If I don't have concrete information, we're playing a little bit more patient, playing high ground, playing positioning, trying to see what I can find. If I have concrete information, I'm playing a little bit quicker. I might still play positioning if I need to, but the information makes the decisions much easier. I precision that because he has to push out that way, right? He just drove the car in the water. There's the break. Good live ping by me, by the way, to track him. There's the down, can't quite get the thirst. Now, from here, what do we have? We've got 15 kills, 13 other teams. We get sniped from the right side. Enemy dropping into the AO. Not 100% sure where. So now we're going to go ahead and push this way. Can't quite kill that guy, and I'm getting shot from university, and we've got a pretty brutal circle rotation. I know that I'm going to have to rotate low most likely here, and we notice that this guy is on in graveyard. So basically a lot of people around me. This is a brutal circle here shooting to the left. Now, why do I go push this immediately? I push this immediately because this guy has no cover. Sure enough, there he is, fleshed, okay? So he's fleshed right there. I'm going to go ahead and push in. Downed, okay? Bad spot. We're like beyond low health here. So we're going to plate up. Do we re-challenge the same angle or we reposition? We're going to reposition after I use the stim. We're going to use the stim right here. We're going to push around the corner. We're able to down one and thirst one. What do we do here? Let's quick reload. Do we challenge or do we reposition? Let's reposition. Again, I don't know how many are in there, but I know that from this spot right here, I'm going to have an angle to kill this guy. So we go ahead and re-knock. What do we do from here? Do we go ahead and push right in, or do we reposition? Play a little bit unpredictable. Let's reposition again. As we turn the corner here, we're going to center our crosshairs, use a little bit of movement. We're able to get that wipe there. Nice little 1v3, just running back and forth, kind of being a little bit unpredictable, keeping our enemy guessing. 19 kills. Let's go ahead and clutch this dub. This is one of my favorite clutches that I've ever had. Now, right here, I'm still a little bit nervous that there's people below me, okay? Still a little bit nervous that there's people below. You know, just based on flex perk, to be honest with you, because I hear some stomping around. I hear just enough of a footstep to, I don't have Mountaineer. That's why I dropped there. I'm a little bit too used to Mountaineer at this point. Now, as we go ahead, I'm thinking about rotating to buy station. I've got cash. Just because you think an enemy's in there doesn't mean they think you're out here. So I'm trying to rotate over to buy station. Sure enough, they're shooting inside. Now we got to be a little bit careful. What do we buy here? We buy gas mask. And guys, this is where you got to get good at prioritizing what you're going to buy. You got to know what you're going to buy when you lay prone here. Gas mask, self-revive, UAV. Boom. 1, 2, 3. All things that will help me in this end game. One on my level, one above, and most importantly, also one back behind me in graveyard here. Let's go to and challenge this guy around the corner. Where is he? I have no idea. But as I notice this, I see the laser. So let's go ahead and challenge. Tagged. Now we push straight through. There's the down. At this moment, guys, I know there's another one in this building. I have no choice but to burn this gas mask. I can't rotate out in the open. So we're just gonna calm down here. We're just gonna chill for a second. This is a very quick decision. There's one straight ahead of me. So we're gonna go ahead. We're going to reload, and then we're going to challenge this immediately. This is a head-on 50-50 out in the open that I've just got to find a way to win, right? If this guy is straight ahead looking at me, I've just got to find a way to win that 50-50. Use a little bit better movement, simple movement like strafing and jumping, and hit high damage areas. One in the water as I turn the corner here. Now, I get this kill. That is the head-on 50-50 that I was just telling you there. More high damage areas, a little bit of basic movement. I know that there's one in the water. I've got to be really strategic here. I've got to basically, I can't trust high alert. I don't have it. So I've got to just swim and get out of the water as soon as possible. And I still have to rotate in. Now, golden ticket right here. We got smokes, right? I grab it quick and I throw it. Gives me just enough cover here. And look, that replaced my stim. Right? I no longer have the ability to use stims, but I don't need stims right now. I need the smoke grenade. I mean, I could use stims for the increased, the stims give you a speed boost if you didn't know that, but smokes are a little bit better. Now, in this moment, let's talk thought process. What am I thinking? I'm very out in the open here. Like, if somebody is out in the open, I am also in a spot where I don't have a ton of cover. I don't like that position. So we're going to go ahead and kind of work our way over this way. One flying in above. I'm going to shut up for a second. Listen for the water. You hear that guy just come out of the water a little bit? So I knew somebody was close. I just wasn't 100% sure where. That's why I kind of aimed there. And you see him kind of keep pushing forward here. He's going to keep pushing forward. There's a little bit of water again. Snoop Dogg right in front of me. There's the break. I'm going to go ahead, put the pressure on. There's the down. There, I hear audio to my right side. Oh, this is actually a good one to break down here. This is a great example of positioning, right? So once again, going back to that head-on 50-50 situation of like having to execute perfectly, I get the break, so we're going to put the pressure on here. There's the down. I hear the guy to my right side. Now, instead of just turning and challenging him, I'm going to break the line of sight there, and then I'm going to push to cover here and play that. I should have played the head glitch. I end up putting myself in one of those 50-50s, and we're just barely able to win that. High damage areas with the MTZ-762, and of course, we use a little bit of strafing. Now, let's talk decision-making, guys. Like I said, we're hyper-focusing on this. This is one of the biggest brain plays that I've ever had. Watch this. And I literally said this in stream. When this was happening, live commentary, I said, oh, there's a guy right here. I'm going to wait for his teammate. He's crawling to his teammate, and unless this guy has high alert, they have no idea that I'm here. Just wait. I'm just going to... this guy... There he is. Then we live ping. We're going to go ahead, easily able to get that kill. There's number 24. Now, in this moment right here, let's slow down for a second here. We're going to pop UAV, right? UAV's end game, give us a sense of where everybody is. A lot of people castle. One dot. This is the important one. You can, it doesn't matter how many people are in castle. It's a lot. I don't know how many teams are in castle. But this little solo dot is the one that'll get you. So make sure you take that information in. Also, in this moment, the information is like, I can't push into castle. Like, castle is not where I want to be for this end game. I have to, and a lot of you guys struggle with this, I have to wait till the next circle pulls and then try to get ahead there and make my decision. But right here, guys, we're going to go ahead. We're going to buy gas mask and a precision, right? At this point, I know where everybody is. The precision is going to really help me maybe get a kill. You know, I might be able to get it down with it. It might buy me time to rotate, and you're actually going to see both of those things here. For those of you who made it this far and, you know, think I have wall hacks or something, let me just explain this one right here. Look at the mini map. Let's piece this thing together with this ping. Okay, so this guy is above me, and there's nothing right here, right? There's nothing up until this point. He cannot be up top here. There's nothing above right there. He's not in the circle. He's not in the circular thing. He's literally somewhere right here. And he's not here because there's nothing there. That's just brick. So I shoot through the wall. Like, that's why I shoot through the wall. I don't get anything there, but that's how I start to piece together where people actually are. Now, I am a little bit worried about this guy that's straight across. Still on my level. As I peek this, he peeks this heady hard, and I don't see him at all. He snipes me. Now, if I go down there, I at least have a self-revive. That's where the self-revive is so important. By the way, when I talked about those mini-map pings, specifically the guy that was above me, as I turn the corner, sure enough, there he is. Just like I said, he wasn't going to be up top. He had to be in that little area. We finesse a little bit. I know that I have to challenge this. It's a little bit aggressive. We're going to get the break right there, which should scare him just enough, and then we're going to use the precision. The precision should hold him off from peeking that window because he gets the notification. Think about what you would do. If you're peeking that window and you get the notification, are you just going to keep staring, or are you going to go and hide and get to cover and cross your fingers that the COD gods don't force you to get hit by it, right? You're going to go ahead and back off. Now, we also, thankfully, get a down right there. So we get a down right there. We're in a good position here. I know that I need to get ahead. Now, remember the enemy that was over here. I don't know where he is, but I am a little bit nervous about him. And thankfully for the flex perk, I hear him right about here. There he is. We're able to get the kill. Now, everything at this point, I'm pretty confident is in front of me, but I'm not 100% sure. Bunch of shooting across here. And by the way, I want to highlight this because there was a reason. I've got to show you this before I explain the decision. As I'm pushing over right here, you see this? Yeah. I thought this was a Semtex. Okay, which in this moment with a Semtex, I can chuck it across and use that to kind of third party, right? How many times have you been third-partied by a random nade, right? Or a frag grenade, Semtex, whatever it may be. So I'm thinking if that's a Semtex, I can chuck that across and use that to my advantage, which is why you're going to see me here in a second. I circle back and I'm like, where was that? I don't know where it was. I kind of quickly look for it, but I couldn't find it. There's that guy right there. So I know he's straight ahead. Still shooting straight ahead of me here, and I'm kind of still looking for it there. There's one enemy down. There's one enemy reviving. At this point, guys, you're going to see me right here. Let me see if I can do it real quick. I'll show you guys on it. This is a big one for endgame. This is super quick. See that? That right there was me looking at how many enemies are left, because that does kind of dictate my next move here. I know that I'm in a 1v1. This is a straight up 1v1 situation. So I have full gas mask. I don't have durable. I have full. But this guy's playing the head glitch, and this guy's good. This guy looks good. He's in a bot skin, but he's snaking this heady, and he is well aware of where. Yeah, see him snake right there? See him snaking? This guy's a bot skin, but he is a decent player, and I have to treat him like that. Now, I can't rotate out in the open here. I cannot rotate out in the open. Finally, he does. But notice I have plenty of time to play my gas mask if needed. Right here, and when we shoot him through there, we just kind of try to go for the live ping. I actually had him live pinged right before he went down. There is 28 kill solo trio dub, guys. I hope you found today's video helpful. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.